First, the top headlines. Senior Manipur police officers stationed in Jiribam and Borobekra to oversee search for 6 missing persons. Meghalaya to install vehicle scanning machines at border entry points to combat drug trafficking. Assam Rifles seize heroin, illegal Areca nuts in separate operations for apprehended. Good afternoon, you're watching 12:30 p.m. ELITETV English News. This is Langlenton giving you the news in detail. Senior officers from Manipur Police holding the ranks of Inspector General IG and Deputy Inspector General DIG have been stationed in the Jiribam and Borobekra regions to coordinate and supervise efforts in the search for 6 missing persons, according to a recent police statement. Meanwhile, the Women's Wing of the Delhi Mayday Coordinating Committee DMCC has issued a strong appeal for the immediate and safe release of 6 individuals, including women and children, who were abducted from the Jiribam region in Manipur. In a statement released on Thursday, the leaders expressed deep concern over the abductions and called for urgent intervention from the highest levels of government. The Mayday women leaders stressed that the government's failure to secure the release of the abductees would not only undermine the state's moral authority but could also escalate tensions in the region. If these individuals are harmed, it will be seen as a tacit endorsement by the authorities concerned, further deepening public mistrust and potentially fueling the narrative of a government complicit in perpetuating violence for political ends, the statement read. The DMCC's statement pointed out that such an incident could exacerbate the growing perception that the government is involved in dividing Manipur along ethnic lines. They highlighted the growing concerns among the public that the situation is slipping beyond control, potentially jeopardizing the peace and stability in the region. The presence of high-ranking officers highlights the seriousness with which authorities are treating the situation. Their role involves overseeing interagency cooperation, managing resources, and ensuring that search efforts are conducted efficiently across these areas. Local residents and law enforcement alike hope for swift developments as the search intensifies under the supervision of these senior officials. Further updates are expected as the coordinated efforts continue. Manipur Congress leader and MP Angomchabi Molakoijam has raised concerns over the recent imposition of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act AFSPA in areas under 6 police stations in Manipur. According to the Congress MP, this marks the first time the central government has imposed AFSPA in the state, a move that has sparked significant attention. Historically, the state government had been responsible for such decisions. Even though this is the first time that the government of India has taken this step to impose AFSPA by itself, following the amendment in 1972, the power to impose AFSPA has been concurrently given to the state as well as the central government. The last few cases of impositions were carried out rather surreptitiously and or extra-constitutionally by the union government, insofar as the decision on the imposition were taken announced publicly by the Union Home Minister before the state government formally issued the notification later after the CM publicly thanked the Home Minister for the decision. This time around, that veil covering the surreptitious extra-constitutional control over the state government by the union government has been discarded as it has chosen to impose AFSPA by itself in the areas under 6 police stations in the state, wrote the Congress MP. The imposition comes amid ongoing turmoil in Manipur, which began in May 2023. The central government's decision, according to a Gazette notification from the Ministry of Home Affairs dated 14 November 2024, aims to conduct coordinated operations to maintain security and address insurgent activities. The situation remains complex, with areas under AFSPA imposed by both state and central authorities, creating a unique scenario in Manipur. The effectiveness of this latest imposition is questioned, as previous measures have not succeeded in restoring peace. AFSPA emphasizes the need for sincere political will to resolve the crisis and restore normalcy in the state. The Assam Rifles, in collaboration with local law enforcement agencies, thwarted a series of successful anti-smuggling operations in Mizoram, seizing a substantial cache of heroin and illegal liquor nuts worth Rs 1.5 crore in Aizom and Champai district. Security personnel also apprehended 5 individuals in 4 different operations on November 12 and 13. Acting on specific intelligence, the personnel on November 12 intercepted and seized 113 grams of heroin number 4 worth Rs 84.75 lakh at Malbukro Junction and apprehended 3 women who have been identified as residents of Krajal. In the second operation, carried out by a combined team of Assam Rifles and Special Narcotics Police Station, CID Crime Aizawl in general area, Zemabwak Kwan Veng 2, Aizawl district, 34.5 grams of heroin number 4 worth Rs 24.15 lakh was recovered. One individual, identified as H. Vanlal Muanpui, 27, a resident of Chanmari, was apprehended in this connection. On November 13, a joint team of Assam Rifles and Customs Preventive Force Champai seized 4,900 kgs of illegal erica nut valued at Rs 39.30 lakh in New Champai. In another operation carried out on the same day by a combined team of Assam Rifles and Excise and Narcotics, Anti-Narcotics Squad, Aizawl, Mizoram in general area, Idanthar Veng, Aizawl district, 11 grams of heroin number 4 worth 7.15 lakhs was recovered. One individual, identified as Joseph Lal Tanjima, 22, resident of Idanthar, was apprehended. The entire consignment, along with apprehended individuals, were handed over to the police department. Jokwatwar Custom Preventive Force, Champai, Excise and Narcotics, Anti-Narcotics Squad, Aizawl and Special Narcotics Police Station, CID Crime, Aizawl for further legal proceedings. The Entertainment Society of Mizoram (ESM) held Film Fest 2024 at INPR Auditorium, Treasury Square, Aizawl on November 14, with funding from the North Eastern Council (NEC). The Joint Director of INPR Department, Mina Zoliani Jote, graced the event as a chief guest. Jote lauded the efforts of the organizers, exalting the government's efforts in promoting film and visual arts in the state, which has led to the immense growth and development of film industry. Furthermore, Jote stated that the INPR department, as a nodal department, will continue to do so its utmost to promote film industry in the state, citing increasing talent in their field and important step for development. The function was chaired by Lalhuri Right Lunga Ralte, Vice Chairman, Entertainment Society of Mizoram (ESM), representatives of mass communication, Lershia Ebb, Earth Pictures, in-house production and conflict video production discussed the topic and held a talk show and interaction. Tripura's Tribal Welfare and Handloom Department Minister Bikas Deva Burma has filed a defamation case against Congress MLA Sudeep Roy Varman and former MLA and Tripura Congress President Ashish Kumar Shah for allegedly making false and fabricated statements against him. The case was filed by the Public Prosecutor of West Tripura District, Bishwajit Deb, with the West Tripura District and Sessions Court on behalf of the Minister. In a statement, District Public Prosecutor Bishwajit Deb said that on August 7 this year, a daily newspaper published defamatory news against Minister Vikas Deba Burma based on a press conference held by former Minister and Congress MLA Sudeep Roy Verman. The news published in the newspaper is completely false, baseless and motivated to defame Minister Vikas Deba Burma and bring disrepute to the people of the state. After the news was published, Minister Deba Burma clarified that the news was entirely false and baseless. As a result of this news, he was defamed by the general public. Therefore, he filed a case through the Public Prosecutor of West Tripura District with the permission of the state government, he said. He further informed that Advocate Raju Datta had been appointed as the special public prosecutor to handle the case. Now it's time for a short break. Stay here, we'll be right back.
Photo 좀 띄우면 돼.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯗꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯅꯤ
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯗꯝꯅ ꯐꯝꯕꯨ ꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯅꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯕꯨ ꯃꯊꯪ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯀꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛ
Reproductive and Child Health RCH Portal, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India ki Makhada, eligible couples haibadi yum palabishing, mirolabi amadi, chahi nauriba angangshingi, hakshel mapung fana digital platform the yengshin da bagdamakta, RCH Portal state as the chatnari, RCH Portal asida tawgada sing miyamda thamjiri, register tawraba yum palabi, mirolabi amadi angangshingu, yengshinduna khudong thibadagi ngakthoknaba, honaba tamating pangli, eligible couples singbu, thakudingi contraceptive sizinabra, natraga, mirolabra haina tracking tawri, Miron Bishingbu, Kudong Tibadagi Ngakthoknaba, check-up ki mangjongana, Pau Piduna, Matam Chana, check-up the Punjagani, Amadi check-up the Laukiba service, Amadi test results singi information, Lokatuna, Makata digital platform da Naina Jagani. Angang Singu, Laina Kayatagi Ngakthoknaba Bharat Sarkar Piriba immunization schedule, Fanganda Bagidamata, Mangjongana Pau Piduna, Mapum Fanatika Tokoda, Mating Pami, Bharat Sarkar Giskin, Habidi, JSY PMMBY, Amadi, Kilkari Singh Asigi, Kudong Chaba Lolo Gidamata, Suksoi Shoit, RCH portal da register tawbiduna RCH ID lobby kaubiganu nupiyobi singna yum hepan baga adomgi lekhaigi asha natraga adomgi area gi health center da register suksoi shoidna tawbiduna RCH ID lobby adomgi miron bagi service sing mapung fana upload tawna damakta mirole hek khangbaga checkup amata chatringai da miron bi register suksoi shoidna tawbiyu akopa marol gi damak adomgi asa natraga toll free number 104 da pau fobiyu pau jenjari ba data section State Health Society National Health Mission Manipur.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anaw ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan han ba oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 carat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
Offer asi akupa information khambina bagdamakta sangai porokda laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Welcome back from the break. You're watching ELITETV English News. The Meghalaya government has announced plans to install vehicle scanning machines at border entry points in East Jenta Hills and Riboy districts within the next 6 months as a part of its effort to combat drug trafficking. This was announced by Minister in Charge Social Welfare Paul Lindo following a meeting of the Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission DREAM held on November 14. Speaking to reporters, Lindo stated that all vehicles entering the state will be subject to go through the scanning process. He further stated that trained personnel will be required for the installation of the scanning machines. In order to combat the increasing cases of drug trafficking in the state, Lindo informed that the state will also strengthen the Anti-Narcotics Task Force (ANTF). Additionally, the Social Welfare Minister mentioned that the Meghalaya Police Act 2010 will be revised to enhance provisions for the volunteers involved in the village defense parties, VDPs, ensuring better facilities and support for their roles. In a move aimed at optimizing educational resources and enhancing learning conditions, the Sikkim government has announced plans to merge schools with persistently low student enrollment. The initiative, led by Education Minister Raju Bashneed, forms a key part of the state's comprehensive educational reform strategy. This plan, which seeks to consolidate and streamline educational institutions, is designed to better utilize resources and improve the quality of education across Sikkim. Raju Bashneed said that the Sikkim Krantikari Morcha SKM government, which took office in 2019, has placed education at the forefront of its agenda. He said that since its formation, the government has made significant strides in improving school facilities, ensuring timely textbook distribution, and regulating teacher attendance. However, the administration's new approach for 2024 reflects a shift towards addressing basic infrastructural challenges faced by schools with low student populations. Minister Bashneed explained that the government's focus would now be on consolidating schools where enrollment is insufficient to sustain a thriving educational environment. The priority is to ensure that every student receives a quality education in a well-equipped environment. In schools with fewer than 10 students, resources are being misused and maintaining regular staff is challenging, Bashneed said. The government has identified 78 such schools with minimal enrollment and will merge them with other institutions in a bid to optimize staffing and resources. The plan extends to junior schools with fewer than 20 students, as well as secondary schools where enrollment falls below 50. A total of 12 junior schools and 7 secondary schools are set to merge in the upcoming academic session. Bashneed clarified that if student numbers increase before the next session, the merge may be reconsidered. But if the low enrollment continues, the consolidation will proceed. Students from merged schools will be transferred to larger institutions, ensuring that they have access to better facilities and more comprehensive learning environment. To further bolster students' preparation, the government has also initiated winter crash course for class 10 students. These programs are open to both government and retired teachers who wish to contribute to the academic success of Sikkim's student. The state's ambitious goal is to achieve a 100% pass rate in class 10 board exams, a target that reflects the government's commitment to education. A massive unrest broke out on November 14 after Sub-Divisional Magistrate SDM Amit Chaudhary was allegedly assaulted by independent candidate Naresh Meena at a polling station in Samravata village, part of the Dioli Unyara Assembly constituency. The incident escalated into widespread unrest, leading to clashes, stone pelting and arson. Supporters of Meena reportedly engaged in confrontations with police, resulting in the destruction of multiple vehicles, some set ablaze. Ajmer Range Inspector General of Police Om Prakash confirmed that authorities had arrested at least 60 people connected to the disturbances. According to Prakash, the violence erupted after Meena allegedly slapped SDM Chaudhary, triggering chaos that intensified as police moved to detain the candidate. Stone pelting and arson broke out late at night during the attempt to arrest Meena. Several vehicles, including police cars, were torched, Prakash reported. Additional police forces were deployed to regain control of the situation. Responding to the accusations, Naresh Meena held the district collector and superintendent of police responsible for the unrest and defended those arrested as innocent. He stated if anyone should be punished, it should be me, and posted a defiant message on social media saying, "Main ठीक हूँ, ना डरे थे ना डरेंगे, आगे की रणनीति बता दी जाएगा. I'm fine, I'm not scared and will never be. Will inform about further plans." The violence resulted in significant property damage with 8 four-wheelers and more than 24 two-wheelers being vandalized or set on fire. Tong Additional SP Brijendra Singh Vata confirmed that authorities were searching the extent of the damage, adding, "We have made a few arrests." In response, local officials intensified the police presence to prevent further disruptions. Tong SP Vikas Shangwan explained that officials were at the polling station to resolve a voting boycott in Samravata village when the incident occurred. He assured that legal measures would be taken against Meena and emphasized that order had been restored, allowing voting to resume peacefully. Delhi residents woke up to a hazy and smoke-filled Tuesday morning accompanied by a dip in temperature to 11.2 degrees Celsius, the lowest recorded this season. Safdarjung, serving as the main weather observatory, reported a minimum temperature of 16.1 degrees Celsius. This temperature drop is attributed to a western disturbance that brought snowfall to the Himalayan region, intensifying the cold spell. Different parts of the city noted varied minimum temperatures. Reach at 11.2 degrees Celsius, Ayanagar at 14.4 degrees Celsius, Lodi Road at 15 degrees Celsius, and Palam at 16.8 degrees Celsius. Earlier this week, Kashmir experienced its first snowfall of the season. While the higher altitude saw light snow, the plains were drenched in heavy rainfall, causing a significant drop in temperatures and signaling the start of winter. Despite a slight improvement, Delhi's air quality remains hazardous. At 9 a.m., the 24-hour average air quality index AQI was recorded at 426, slightly better than the 432 at 6 a.m., yet still categorized as severe according to Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB). The highest AQI reading came from Anand Vihar 473, Padparganj 472, Ashok Vihar 471 and Jahangirpuri 470. Prolonged exposure to air categorized as very poor can cause respiratory problems, while severe levels pose health risks even to healthy individuals, exacerbating conditions for those with pre-existing issues. The Commission for Air Quality Management (CAQM) indicated that stronger winds expected in the coming days could help dissipate pollutants, potentially improving the AQI to very poor range starting Thursday. After a comprehensive review, the subcommittee decided to monitor the situation closely before taking Stage 3 measures under the Graded Response Action Plan and will assess the situation on Thursday, the CAQM stated via social media. Six individuals, including 3 children, have gone missing from Manipur's Jiribam district after an encounter between suspected armed militants and security forces took place on November 11. The group, consisting of both women and children, were abducted from the Jakuradu Karung area and reportedly taken towards the Varak River. The missing included Urembam Rani Devi, 61, Tilam Thoibi Devi, 31, Laishram Haitonbi Devi, 25, and their children, Laishram Jinghainganba, 2, Tilam Thajamanbi, 8, and infant Laishram Langamba. The victims, who were among a group of 13 Meitei people displaced from their homes in June, had been staying near the CRPF camp in Jakuradu and the Burobekra police station. The abduction occurred in the same area where security forces had killed 10 insurgents on November 11. The family members of the missing individuals are deeply worried as there has been no news regarding their whereabouts or safety since the incident. Speaking to reporters, Laishram Hirojit, whose family members are among the missing, expressed his distress. The 6 missing people, including my wife, 2 children, my mother-in-law and my wife's sister, they all belong to one family. However, there has been no news of their whereabouts. Whether dead or alive so far, they are innocent. Hirojit has made an appeal to all those responsible for the abduction. I request that they be released and handed over to our family safely. We are deeply worried about their well-being and just want them back home. Members of the Ma community gathered in protest outside the mortuary at Silchar Medical College and Hospital, demanding the immediate return of the bodies of 10 individuals killed by security forces in Jiribam on November 11. Chanting slogans such as "Give us our matters back," the protested voiced their grievances and sought justice for those they regarded as martyrs of their community. The demonstration underscored the community's call for accountability and the dignified return of the deceased to their families. Local authorities have mobilized Kasa police personnel to the scene in an effort to maintain calm and prevent the situation from escalating. Tensions remain high as the Ma community awaits a resolution that will allow them to perform last rites according to their customs.
Give us our matters back! Give us our matters back! Our matters are identified! Our matters are identified! Postmortem done! Postmortem done! No DNA test! No DNA test! DNA test!
The Arunachal Chamber of Commerce and Industries AFSPA has reinforced its commitment to protecting consumer interests and supporting local businesses across Arunachal Pradesh. This comes in response to rapid shifts in global commerce impacting the national economy. Established in 1986 and affiliated with the Confederation of Indian Industry (CCI) and Indian Chamber of Commerce (ICC), ACCNI has spearheaded several initiatives to ease financial burdens and enhance business operations in the state, according to a recent press note. ACCNI President Tark Najung highlighted the organization's achievement in collaboration with the Department of Power (DOP) and the Arunachal Pradesh State Electricity Regulatory Commission (APSERC). Key reforms benefiting electricity consumer include abolition of minimum charges since 2018. ACCNI's advocacy led to the elimination of minimum charge on electricity bills, reducing expense for both businesses and households. Simplified interest on late fees. Instead of compound interest, late fees are now charged at a simpler interest rate, easing financial strain. ACCNI continues to lobby for further reduction from 2% to 1% per month. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Thursday said Prime Minister Narendra Modi thinks that the Constitution of India is blank because he has never read it. Modi would have pursued different policies had he read the country's foundational document, he said at election rallies at Nandurbar and Nanded ahead of the November 20 Maharashtra Assembly elections. Gandhi's retort came after Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party claimed that the Congress leader was showing a copy of the Constitution with blank pages inside at his campaign rallies. And indeed, the Congress leader was also campaigning ahead of the Lok Sabha by-election necessitated by the death of sitting Congress MP Bhushan Chavan. The Congress has fielded his son Ravindra Chavan, while the BJP has fielded Santuk Hambarde. The Prime Minister says, "I show a blank constitution." Gandhi said in a trouble-dominated Nandurbar in North Maharashtra, adding, "The constitution is blank for him because he has never read it in his life. He has no idea what is written in it." In Nanded Central Region, Gandhi said the constitution does not teach discrimination. If Modi has read the constitution, he would not have behaved the way he does. Modi waives loans of rupees 16 lakh crore of 25 rich people, but not those of the poor and farmers, he added. Referring to stripe-torn Manipur, he said, "For the first time in the country's history, a prime minister has not visited a state which has been burning for more than a year." For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Now before we wrap up, let's look at the headlines once again. Senior Manipur police officers stationed in Jiribam and Borobekra to oversee search for 6 missing persons. Meghalaya to install vehicle scanning machines at border entry points to combat drug trafficking. Assam Rifles seized heroin, illegal record nuts and separate operations for apprehended. That's all for now, and we'll be back with more news updates at 3 p.m.